My intuition is telling me there'll be better days.
We're gonna prime with this ColourPop No Filter Concealer. Now I'm going to go into the JACLYN Hill palette volume 2, and we're gonna start with Perfectionist, which I can definitely relate to that. So I originally was gonna do this really pretty like spring look with like pinks and corals and a really pretty lid, but there's a possibility that I have a date tonight. Well, I mean, we kind of scheduled one, but then, so as long as he doesn't stand me up, then I'll have a date. It would actually be our second date. I haven't had a second date with someone like in a long time. So I figured I'm gonna go with a really like kind of sexy eye look. So yeah, I'm just putting this color in my crease, and this shade is going to help blend all the other colors we put on top of it. So use something that is similar to your skin tone as a transition shade. I usually use something lighter than this, but there isn't anything lighter in this palette, so I'm just going with this. Okay, now I'm going to take this Lavish tapered blending brush. I got this in a BoxyCharm, and I'm gonna go in with Fix Skin, which I do not have. I am so sensitive, it's not even funny. And I'm gonna put this very tightly in the crease and just kind of carve out that shape and give it more definition. Okay, so recently I applied for FMLA because we're only allowed 3 absences a year where I work, and I'm already at 3, and you know, we're not even halfway through the year. And there are a lot of times where like I have flare-ups in my back and like I can't work, and I'm like, you know, I need to apply for FMLA so I can, you know, make sure I keep my job if I go over, which I know I will, my absences. So when you apply for FMLA, there's like 2 different kinds. There's, the first one is like a set amount of time. Like when I had my back surgery, I applied for it for, I think it was a 2 or 3 week time period for having surgery and recovering. And then there's also the intermittent kind, where that's if you have like a chronic condition and can have flare-ups, you know, at any time. So that this time that is the one that I applied for. And when the doctor fills it out, they have to put like, you know, how often you know, she could have flare-ups throughout the month and how long could they last for. And my friend did hers as well. She has a bad back too, and she got allowed like 1 day a month. And for me, they could put, I could have up to 4 episodes a month lasting up to 4 days. I'm like, that's my entire schedule. I mean, I already knew that like I could be on disability, but I could not live off of the amount that disability gives you. So, but it wasn't good to see that, but it's like sometimes I wonder, I would think like, am I crazy? Like, am I making this pain to be worse than it really is? But seeing that, it was like a confirmation, like, no, you're not crazy, you know, you have serious, you know, condition, and it's normal for you to be exhausted trying to work full time when you shouldn't be working at all. So it was like, okay, I'm not crazy. Oh, I can't messing up my makeup already. Okay, so now I'm going to take, this is a Sigma E25, and go in with Living My Best, which is this like bright red. It does have like a tiny bit of glitter in there, but that doesn't show when you put it on your lid. So I'm going to lightly tap that color because this is really pigmented, and put this on the outer third of our eye. And I just kind of like pat it. I go up and down. So anyways, yeah, I was telling someone at work about the FMLA thing, and they were like, you need to get out of bedside nursing. I'm like, I know. I'm like, I want to get out of nursing entirely. And they were like, what would you want to do? And like, of course I want to do something with makeup. Like, that's why I started this channel. But something else that, you know, I've wanted to do for a few years now is be a matchmaker. Like, I'm just so interested in like the psychology behind like attraction and relationships, and like the differences between men and women, and the dynamic between that in relationships. And but then I was thinking, I'm like, yeah, people probably wouldn't want to take advice from a single person. But I mean, it's like I could be in a relationship right now if I wanted to. Doesn't mean I would be compatible with that person, but I could be in one if I wanted to. But the problem is, like, I don't want to settle. I want to wait for someone I'm truly compatible with and who can give me what I need. Like, I've chosen to be single. I'd rather be by myself and work on myself and the things I'm passionate about, like my channel, than to be dating someone just for the sake of being in a relationship and, you know, not dating someone because I'm compatible with them. So that's like what's frustrating about being single. That stigma that is there with it. Alright, I'm going to slowly bring that into the crease. I'm going to go back in with some of that. Okay, and now I'm going to go back in with this brush and just kind of blend the edges out. It's been at like, you know, I haven't really been talking to anyone because, you know, it's like you can't really date when you're supposed to be, you know, social distancing, but we'll just have to stay 6 feet apart. Ooh, that's good. That's a good excuse to not let things go further than I'm comfortable with them going. We have to be 6 feet apart. Sorry. I'm actually going to take some of Perfectionist, my transition shade, and use that to help blend the edges out.
So let me catch you. So let me catch you.
There's quite a bit of fallout in that shade, but it's really pretty. I don't mind fallout because I do my eyes first, but if you don't, keep that in mind. Okay, so now I'm going to put some glitter glue down first. My NYX glitter primer, my good and trusty NYX glitter glue. Okay, now I'm going to take this Farrah 10F concealer brush and I'm going to go in with Empowered. This like reddish burgundy glitter right here, which is a gorgeous shade. Oh, so gorgeous. So when I was doing my hair earlier before I started filming, I was thinking like what's a normal amount of hair products to use like in your hair routine, because the amount that I used in my hair today I felt was a little excessive. I mean, like at a certain point, like shouldn't they all just cancel each other out? But I mean, today wasn't a normal hair routine for me. Clearly it's more extensive because I'm going to be filming, and you know, you have to consider the products you use like before blow drying your hair, and you know, after you're done drying your hair, and hairspray, and I'm like, the number gets up there. I think it was a total of 5. No wait, because then there was the dry shampoo, so 6, and hairspray 7. But so that's total, like before blow dry and after. I think I want to do a total, like how many, like what's the average number of hair products you use in your hair care routine? Let me know up here. I'll do a little poll. When I'm trying a new product, like I'll just use that product. Well, and of course I always use like a leave-in moisturizer. So I'll use a leave-in moisturizer in like just that product so I can see if I really notice a difference in my hair, and so if I do, I know it's that product. But then other than that, I'll layer that, but like on normal days I'll use maybe like 2, you know, like nothing super crazy. But today I'm like, this is a lot. Well, I'm just gonna do one with my finger. I'm going to take this Sephora Pro Smoky Liner Brush and go in with Crazy. I'm definitely that. Wait, which one is it? Right here, this darker one. And put that in the outer corner. And blend it in with that shimmer shadow shade, Empowered. I'll blend it out with the E20 foot. Okay, for the lower lash line, I'm going to go in with this ColourPop BFF Cream Gel Eyeliner in Kicker, which is a really pretty silver. And put that in our lower waterline. Like, oh my god, look at that. That is so bright. And then we're going to go back in with that same color we were just using, Crazy. I don't want to put a really bright red on the lower lash line because I don't want to make myself look sick, because I am so pale. But if you're not, you could probably pull it off if you wanted to use one of those reds. Either Heart On or Living My Best. And let me blend that out. Okay, now I'm going to get some Fix Plus. I spray mine on a little dish, but do it however you want. You can spray your brush directly. Do what makes you happy. And I'm going to go back in with Empowered and just kind of brighten that up. And give it a more foiled look. I love this eye look. So I think I'm going to do a cat eye with this. I'm going to go in with my Benefit Roller Liner. And it's oh no, you know what? Oh, I have that other stuff. Let's highlight the brow bone. I'm going to go in with my Artist Couture Diamond Glow Powder in Coco Bling. Oh, I love this highlight so unbelievably much. And then I will also use this to highlight my inner corner once I'm done like my foundation and everything. Okay, and then a trick I really love doing is taking a clean blending brush, and you're going to want to find a like skin toned powder. I'm just going to use this Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder because it was right there, and this clean blending brush, and I'm going to put that through this area right here, and it just cleans up like the inner corner. and it just makes your eye look a lot cleaner and sharp. Okay, so I'm going to go finish the rest of my makeup and I'll come back and show you the completed look. Okay, so this is the completed makeup look. I decided to go with the nude lip since the eyes were so bold, and I think this is just a really fun but sexy eye look. Like, I'm wearing this for a date, but this could be a girl's night out, a concert, and it's gonna look good on any eye color, but it's gonna look especially good on blue or green eyes. But I think it was super easy to recreate, so yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this look, and I will see you in my next video.